Today we're in Babylon area. We've gone down the Babylon Road and we're going to explore that a little bit. We've been here once or twice quite a few years ago doing some geocaches and stuff. So today we brought our four-wheelers and we're going to play around a little bit and explore the area and see what there is to see. So come along with us.
So are you saying David is going to Babylon?
Yes, I'm going to Babylon. Red Cliffs National Conservation Area. Tokerville Mine, Sand Cove, Sandstone Mountain, and historic Babylon.
Yeah, because that like led into a tunnel.
So our first stop here is at Tokerville Mine, just down the Babylon Road. An old mine into the sandstone. I don't know what to think about it. Dave said it would be pretty sketchy to mine into sandstone.
So right there's a pile of rocks. Looks like people just come up here and stack them up for fun. And then right over there's another rock. It's actually two rocks, but if you look at it from here, it looks like a taco.
Tacos. There's the Babylon Road, continues to go on down there. We'll go check it out.
Alright, here we are at the historic Babylon trailhead, and we read a little bit about that trail. You can mountain bike on it. Looked it up. It says over here we can go through this narrow spot in the rocks, and then there may be some petroglyphs. So we'll go check this out, see what it looks like over here. I can hear some water over here. Yeah, well, look at that, a little stream right here. Please don't erase the traces of America's past. So right in that gap, the narrow spot, you can see the petroglyphs right up there on the one side. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what they mean. That almost looks like there's some kind of a deer looking at the river as it runs down and it goes into a lake right there. And then I don't know. right here in the side of this sandstone is some steps carved into the sandstone.
So down below is the Virgin River. This is the same river that comes down through Zion National Park. Or I guess as the foreigners like to say, Zion National Park. Kayla's with us today. And Addie. So here are some of the Babylon milling remains. These buildings were built in the late 1800s to help with the processing of the ore from the silver mines near Silver Reef and around this area. They also would process copper. Look at this awesome engineering, stacking of those rocks and cementing them and making them work.
So up here in this rubble, it looks like there's tons of nails and stuff. So there probably was a pretty good sized wooden building built up here, and it looks like it's probably burnt. Nails are black, and there's some evidence of burnt wood and stuff up here. Some pretty wicked looking thorns on it. So don't walk into that one.
Can I tell how big it was because that's where all the rocks fell?
Yeah. So what do you think this building was used for?
Probably the mining stuff.
Just more mining?
Yeah.
I like the Pioneer era sandstone. Look at the chisel marks that they had on the rock. How they formed them into rectangles and squares.
That's cool.
But Addie was saying you can kind of see where this building was because of where the foundation rocks still are. So here's something we just found in the rocks and dirt. They had cast these little containers where we think they'd pour the molten ore, the hot ore, molten ore. I'm saying it right. Anyway, they'd pour the molten ore into the center of these, and then when the ore would cool and harden, they could then break the plaster or the cement, whatever this is, off of the piece of ore. So they were doing copper and silver in this. So one of the reasons that this area is where it's located is it's right close to the Virgin River, and it was easier for them to bring the ore from up at Silver Reef and the other mines to the water than taking the water to the mines. So we pulled up the Washington County Historical Society information to read about this because there's so much cement work, as well as some of that stuff on top just looked like modern construction material. And so we read that in 1980 there was a man who started to build a home down here at the Babylon area. And so this is 1980 built. So I think we're in a garage portion, and then above us would be where the home was. And it says that the home actually, the structure caught fire and burnt down, and that's why he gave up on the project. He had spent $250,000, and that's 1980 dollars. That's quite a bit of money to put down to start a home and then not to finish it. I think the page said that that was the, what did it say?
The office.
It was an office building. But under there, they used some of those columnar stones for that foundation. So I think some of it was, but like you're saying, go ahead. What you're saying is all of this.
This here, I think they built in the 80s because it matches up. It's stacked against the cement. So I think they poured the cement and then they stacked these columnar rocks up to be like an entrance. This might be the front door of the house right here.
Look, that courtyard would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Goes over there, and then over there is the part that burned.
Yeah. So that doorway. Would this have been all outside?
I think all this down here where these rock walls and stuff would have been outside and the house would have been above. That's my guess.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting if we could find a plan of what it was supposed to look like.
So if you come down the Babylon Road toward the Virgin River and you see this structure, so this would be modern day ruins from the 1980s. We still have the store, the mailing office that's still partially standing, and then down the road a little ways there's one house structure still standing from the Babylon
Town.
Yeah, from Babylon town. So what did we also read about Babylon town? Why did it get its name?
It got named Babylon because the families that lived here wanted to set themselves apart from all of the other Mormons in the area. So I guess they weren't Mormons and they wanted to be known by a different name, so they called their town Babylon. All right, so we've been playing around in the Babylon area. We went down the Babylon Road and then we took a side road. I don't even know what it's called. If we keep going on it, it should come out all the way over by Tokerville. So, but it's getting later in the afternoon, so we're gonna head back. Hopefully we get out before it gets dark. We should have plenty of time. Anyway, so we're gonna head back. But thanks for coming along with us today on this adventure, and please share your adventures you're having with us.
Yep.